Okay, so today our first lesson will be the human resource management, which is very important. And then I, it's very important session actually, human resource management, because every organization, the human resource department is very crucial, is very important. Because without the human, without the resource, the organization is nothing. So I skip this slide. Okay. Basically, what is the human resource management? Attracting a quality workforce. Workforce means the human resource, the people of the organization, to attract them, to invite them to join in the organization. This is actually one of the purpose of the human resource management. And then the develop also the quality workforce. If there have the 100 people employee, so if their level of knowledge is suppose 10, so the organizations should take the initiative to increase the level until the 50 60. Okay, so by the training and development and also the sharing the experience knowledge. Okay, so this is also a task of the organization to develop you. So before you joining in organization, when you join, I am sure after your bachelor or masters, you will join any organization. Please carefully see the organization's training and development. They provide any training or development or not, because personal growth is important. Some organization they don't invest in the human resource department, because the management or owner sometimes very stingy, or sometimes they don't understand the importance of the training and development to develop the employee. So when you join in any company, don't see only the salary, also see the personal growth and development, how you what you get after you joining in this company. So it's very important to take care. So I'm also sharing tips how you evaluate or how you know about the company. You have the LinkedIn, right? So in the LinkedIn ID, okay, when you join in the others people of any company, okay, maybe Nestle, suppose. So you if you join if you join any friend who work in the Nestle, okay, so you can get also others people's recommendation also, something like the Facebook as well. The so Nestle um, workers also you are suggesting in the ID, right? So just connect with them and then share with your experience and share your just when you add join, we never give any greetings. Also send some greeting message. Thank you, sir, for add me, okay, or accept my request. Okay. So I am this. I am doing the bachelor here. Like this interaction. Okay. Don't just directly go for the job or don't request anything. And if you do any certificate, if you do any course, or if you have any achievement in the event or any festival, you share your the important events, so that they know that you are capable and you have the caliber to deliver. So whenever he got any opportunity, he will approach you. Okay. So this is a very important to network. Networking is very important nowadays. So and then you also can ask before you joining any company, you can ask them that about their culture, about their training and development department. Okay, you can know information. Whatever information you can get, it's easy to make you take any decisions. Okay? So please connect with others people. Okay? Like I am also how I joined into the use or how I joined into this mentorship program. I also joined with the networking. Some of my friends sharing, and then if I not connected with them, I couldn't know about this program. So like this, always looking for the opportunity and always accept the opportunity, utilize the opportunity. Some people feel bored about the opportunity, about they think it's a knocking at the door. Okay, opportunity always knocking at the door, you have to open your door. If you feel that bored or disturbance, then you lose the opportunity. Strategic human resource management, human capital. Human resource nowadays is perceived or seen as a capital. It's also like capital. We always think that it's about money. It's not about the money. It's also the human resource. The human also can bring you the profit. Okay? If you have workforce is very skillful, if your employees are very good, so then you can get a lot of profit of the organization. So in the um, sense of the capital, human is also considered as a capital. Okay? The person job fit, person culture fit. Person job fit means every department, every job have job description. What are the jobs you have to do? Um, when you search into the newspaper or job street or indeed, you can see in the section job description they mention that this position have to do this kind of job, and also requirement is this. So this is your uh, requirement. So you have to match your skill whether you are fit for the job or not. In some jobs, maybe the lecturer position is like accounting, but you don't have the accounting background or you don't have passion to in mathematics, but you are good in the maybe the management. So you should not apply for the accounting job. You have to search for the management job. So like this. Also, some people they don't feel the encouragement in the computer science, okay, technical side. So but they can good in the mathematics. In that case you have to search for the other job. That job is not fit for you. So this is actually the person job fit and person culture fit. Person culture fit, the organization have some culture. We already discussed about the earlier that every organization have different culture. We give the example of Japanese company, Korean company, also the McDonald's. Okay, so the you have to analyze the company's culture. What are the culture, and you can adapt. You can fit with the culture or not. If any company have any bad example of the racism or discrimination or gender discrimination, so if like this case happened, so you have to avoid those company, those type of jobs. So in the organization also we have to avoid this kind of practices. See, I already have mentioned the job description, job discrimination. In some company, they have the glass ceiling effect as well. The girls and ladies, they don't get the enough attention. Also, the promotion. Okay, they always deprived. The male always dominate. Like this company is not so good. Okay, nowadays we have to be open-minded. The management should be open-minded. The discrimination laws, affirmation action plan, reverse discrimination, bona fide occupational qualification. It's actually the laws about because the employee law have every organization have some law. If how many days you can take leave, maternity leave or paternity leave have or not. Okay, this type of and then also if you retired, how many percent you got like SOSCO, EPF. I'm sure you know. So this type of loss. So before you joining in any company, you have to analyze their policy, okay? How they treat the employee, and after you got the promotion, when you how much you got. Okay, this is the employee law of US. There are different law. You see, 1963, one law formed, then it's developed. 1964, 1967, 1970. So day by day, it's developing. Okay, in the Sweden, as I can share you example. Like in our culture, in our country, the maternity leave don't have. Okay, if the parents, if you got the child, the parents, the father don't get any leave. Okay, but in the Sweden the practice is this: they give the 3 month, okay, 3 month leave for the fathers as well, not only the mothers. So it's a good practice. And also nowadays it's other culture also copy, also they adopt. My country also nowadays it's not yet practice, but it's talking HR department. They are thinking about to employ this type of implementation. The employee rights, gender identity discrimination and sexual orientation. Sexual orientation and sexual abusement, that one is very serious issue. Okay. There are a lot of issues about this. The employee behavior is very important. And then if anything happen, to whom you should report. If any misbehave happen, the company treat equally or not. So this is very important to consider. The pregnancy discrimination, age discrimination. I already say the pregnancy discrimination described already. Age discrimination, penalize employee 40 and over applicants of employee. Okay, so some company they don't allow the older people. After you become the older is in at the certain level, certain age, they sack you. Okay, and they request you to leave sometimes. So it's not a good. It's a we have balance of the experience and also the fresh blood. It's good to have the balance because we have a lot of things to learn from the seniors as well and also have to respect them. Psychological contracts, you can see there are some benefits. They're like pay, training, benefit, opportunity, respect, security is important. If you join in any company, they will um, without any notice they sack you after 2 months, 3 months. It's not so good, but in company they are practicing like 3 months earlier they inform you. So it's always mentioned in the contract. When you join in a company, they will mention in the contract agreement. So carefully read the agreement, and also if any questions or amendment needed, you just request them. And also the effort, time, creativity, loyalty, commitment, and skill. If you give the effort, you always looking for the appreciation. Without appreciation, the employee's loyalty will be deteriorating. So and you also not feeling any commitment to the job. So this is all the interrelated. So a good company, they always pay attention on these things. Recruitment, employee recruitment, like attracting the qualified applicants. They give the advertisement to join in the workforce. Online recruitment nowadays have like Indeed, then the uh, other portals, job street portals, and the realistic job preview. We have to be realistic. Okay, I did one research in 2018. I wrote an article about the unemployment issue of the Malaysian university students at Kelangbili in Kelangbili. It was a good cited paper. I already got the citation above 12. So in this paper, I showed that after investigation that I found that the employee expectation, the fresh graduate expectation is very high. Okay, after you get the graduation, if you dreaming or if you're expecting like 4,000, 5,000 ringgit per month, it's very unrealistic. So before you determining your salary or expectation, if you set your expectation, be realistic. Know your strength, and then based on your skills and also the market analysis, you have to do the market analysis. How much for this position the other company give? If you apply for the any management training, okay, so how much the other company give in for that position? You just can google, or you can request the other friends, those who are seniors working, or those who are alumni. You ask them, or so that you can compare with the salary structure of the other company, so that will help you to determine your expectation. So always be realistic. Okay, and I saw a lot. I just share you that I saw a lot of my friends, Malaysian friends, those who work in the M Bank, Maybank, okay, and then also call center. Okay, they are very working hard, and sometimes they started their career with 1,200, 1,300 ringgit per month, but slowly, after 1 year, 2 year, they get the uh, better salary. So never be too unrealistic. Just join after you graduate. Okay, don't be so choosy. Just start your career. Then after you can switch to another company. Then you can get better value. Okay. But then you can show that I worked in this company 1 year, then this is my achievement, so that the other company can evaluate you nicely. So if you wait for the better opportunity, you always skip. It's not good. Sometimes it's very difficult to find your job and later on in this practice. So always be realistic. And then online and telephone recruitment. There are nothing to share actually. The online recruitment, sometimes they interview in the telephone, and nowadays the interview is not one shot. Sometimes they call you 2 3 times. Different phase have. Initially they screening your CV, then they call you, then they analyze your psychometric analysis, how your psychology, how your thinking pattern. Okay, they have some psychometric test, so they test your psychology. After that they test your language level, okay, their skill, and then quantitative skill. And after just those type of assessment, then they finally choose. This is a lengthy process, because nowadays the on company, they are very selective. Okay, they want to take the best pick. So it's common also for you as well. When you go to any market, you never buy any fruits or the spoiled fruits, right? You always keep those. So in that case, if I consider as a fruit, I also have to sell to myself, to the customer. The owner is the customer here. So you have to be skillful, you have to be fresh. Okay, you have to be capable of other skills like critical thinking, emotional intelligence, then computer skill. If you don't know the how to do the graphics, you cannot do nowadays anything. So you have to be skillful. Of everything available in the YouTube, everything available. There are a lot of free courses. Try to join and be skillful, and your CV will be very nice to look after you finish the graduation. So try to be add skills into your CV after you learning those, and you can expect more better opportunity. Selection, reliability, validity, and job audition. Job audition means that they're calling you, and then they the employment contract in order to demonstrate their performance capability. They showed you that how to do the job. The trial hire. Sometimes they take the 3 month, 4 month option, and they give you option 2 3 months. They evaluate your performance, then they will give you the permanent employment. So sometimes like this happen. Okay, you have to prove yourself everywhere. The assessment center, they have the assessment center. I already explained that they have a lot of tests. They take a lot of tests in those center: psychometric, psychology, physiology, and then also if you go to the army, they will take the physical assessment as well. How much your length, how much your weight, everything. You physically fit or not. The onboarding, socialization, onboarding, orientation. This is actually socialization means how you influence and with your friends, relatives, and then your colleagues. Okay, your behavior actually. And the onboarding is program activity that introduce a new hire to the policy. When you join into any company, they will introduce with you. They have orientation. Okay, they also have the ice breaking session. They give some times to adapt with the culture, because you are new with this company. So they will give the opportunity, and they will give some program. They have some program to make you familiar with their culture. The training, coaching, and mentoring, we already discussed in the first class. I think the difference between the coaching and mentoring and training. The training actually this is one way show. The trainer only demonstrate how to do this, but coach they involve with the activities. They showed you how to perform the work. Okay, I admit you are waiting. Okay. The coaching and then mentoring. Mentoring is like the share the experience and knowledge. Sorry, please mute yourself if someone. And reverse mentoring. This is a new term. Okay, nowadays it's a very popular nowadays. Reverse mentoring. We also never heard before 1 year like this, because reverse mentoring actually the we always thought before that seniors, they give the experience, they can be the mentor for you. But nowadays the practice is, if you are capable, if you have a skill, the seniors also can take the knowledge experience from the younger. That is called a reverse mentoring. It not correlated with the age or correlated with the um, what called the seniority. Okay, it's correlated with your the knowledge level of the knowledge level of the experience. If I read 100 books in my life, but if you read 150 books within your short period of time, so you are more knowledgeable from me, no matter when I born, no matter for, which year I born, right? So you are more knowledgeable and I have a lot of things to learn from you. This is actually reverse mentoring. Performance review. Every organization, they have the practice like performance appraisal. This is called performance appraisal. KPI. Also, sometimes it's called KPI, key performance indicators. Okay. In the KPI, every organization have the criteria that based on the criteria they evaluate you in 1 year about your performance. You are doing good or not. How much your success rate. Okay. So always they identify that how can improve your um, performance. Okay, so always keep in mind about your lecturer also have the KPI. Okay, they take your class that will impact on their KPI. They got the point. Also, if the publication do also have the KPI, also they get the point. If they give any lecture in the outside of the university, if they give if they take any membership of the professional organization body, also they get the point. So like this, they also actually chasing, everyone chasing their KPI. The quality of the work, quantity of the work, attendance and punctuality is important. I worked in a Japanese company before 3 years. They are very punctual. Japanese, you know, they are very punctual. They are at the practice. If we have to work, if you start work at 8 o'clock, you have to go within 8:05. After that, you have to give the penalty. Okay, so if you late, you have to give the penalty every month for every day late. Punctuality is very important. Performance review. Let me skip there. This is important. The 360-degree feedback. Okay. 360-degree feedback is actually feedback from the different side, not from the employee or not from the employer. For your whole peers group, okay, they get the feedback to take any decision. Um, Previously, this was not happened. It's implemented 2 or 3 years ago. This is very popular term now. 360-degree feedback. Input from those who work with the employee, direct report employee, direct supervisor, or peers. Career development and retention. Career development is very important. Your personal growth is very important. Process of the career growth and process, you have to know that organization how they contribute in your career path, how they contribute in your career development. What is you have also have plan, they also should have the plan. So when you give when you attend in the interview, they will ask you that whether you have any questions or not to ask. Then you have to know, you have to ask that how you evaluate the employee and how, what is your practice of organizational practice to develop the employee, so that this based on that you can take your decision. Okay, don't shy about asking if you have any inquiry to your employer. Career planning, your individual goal also have, then organization goal have. If you meet your individual goal, then organization goal ultimately meet. This is a teamwork actually. Work life balance, it's a very important issue nowadays. Work life balance is like balancing your personal life and then your work life. If you work is 9 to 5 p.m, so after 5 p.m you can give your time to your family, friends and personal chores. So this is actually work-life balance. But in Malaysia, I can say that work-life balance is very high. Okay, most of the company they practices work-life balance, and but in our subcontinental like Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, actually the employer sometimes they treated us like a slave. So sorry to say. So sometimes they you have to extend your working hours. Your contract is 9 to 5, but you have to stay in until 7, 8 sometime, and also you have to do work in your house. So it's no life actually. So it's not good. It will impact your motivation. It will impact you physically, psychologically. So, but in good company, they have the practices, work-life balance, and also they give the award like best employer. Okay, in Malaysia also, some company they get the award, the best employer. Like PwC is a very good company. They got the award last 2 or 3 years ago. I think it's a very good company. KPMG also a good company. Okay, their work-life balance is very high. They give the priority of the employee. They concern about the employee. The employment trend, independent contractor, contingency worker. Independent contractor means hired with temporary contract and not permanent employee. Sometimes it's actually it's called the outsourcing. Okay, sometimes the company take employee for the certain period of time or certain type of jobs. Okay, it's like temporary job. Okay, for the contract based 3 months, 6 months. Okay, it's not the full permanent job. So this is actually independent contractor, and contingency contractor is sometimes called the um, permatemps. Okay, they are actually work regular on part-time hours or long-term basis, and not permanent employee also as well. These two are not permanent actually. The compensation plan, after your retirement or if you get any achievement, whether they give you the reward or not, the bonus. Okay, the Hari Raya have Hari Raya Haji have, so they give you any bonus or not. Some company they practice. In Bangladesh also they practice this. They give you allowance, special allowance for the overtime as well. If you do overtime, they give you extra payment. So compensation, profit sharing, some companies very good, they make you the part of uh, part of your company. They give you opportunity to become a shareholder of the company. So if in this case it's very good practices, and so that you can feel like a it's your own company, it's not other people's company. But obviously it's after a certain period of time, and also there have some logic for do that. They give you the right to purchase the share. Okay? We are running out of time almost. Okay, uh, so after that same id will be joined in the next session. And then fringe benefit actually the monetary benefit and non-monetary benefit, money and without money, all about the benefits like health insurance, retirement plan. Okay, then the um, personal and family life balance, I already explained this. And flexible employee personal benefit within a set allowance and dollar amount, employee assistance program. Sometimes they give you the training for the psychological. If you feel stressed, they give you counseling. So those type of practices is the under the fringe benefit. So before you considering joining any company, you have to check their fringe and benefit, uh, what are they are offering to you. Labor relation deals with employee and workers behave. Um, labor union actually they are the organization or association. They talk on behalf of the employee. If you have any problem, if you not get salary on time, they will raise the voice to the employer, to the organizer. Okay. So labor contract, wages, hours, benefit, working conditions, seniority. I already explained. It should consider in the agreement. It's clearly mentioned about those type of issues. How many hours you have to work, how many get your salaries. So union and management are some not good relationship always, because management they don't like the chaos, they don't like any sound. So sometimes they have the not good relationship with the union. Okay? But it's very important. You have to have this type of organization. it will check. So thank you for this session. I'm stopping here for this lecture, and again join for the another lecture. Thank you.